What's up, guys? We're gonna talk about the New York Knicks today. So, Jeff Hornacek, he's gonna be back, and he's been in some bad situations lately. When he was in Phoenix, he got them moving real quick to the playoffs, and then he was out the door. I really think the Knicks' whole season is contingent on if Phil Jackson is gonna allow Jeff Hornacek to coach like he wants, or if he's going to implement the triangle, which they've been trying to do. And if they keep trying to run with the triangle, they're going to fail, and you're not going to see the Knicks in the playoffs. I have them right now as the 7th seed, maybe the 8th seed. But if they keep trying to force the triangle, it's not going to work. In my opinion, not that the triangle is dead, but it's not that great, and especially in today's offense and what guys want to do, and especially when you have guys that are great at the pick and roll, they need to be able to play to their strengths, and they're just not doing that. So they're gonna struggle. And what I've heard is even the players don't really want to learn it, and they're trying to learn it, but they're learning pieces of it and not the whole thing. So we'll really see where this is gonna go. In my opinion, they're not doing a good job of adjusting. Phil Jackson is trying to force the triangle on them. I believe the triangle was successful really because he had MJ and Kobe, but other than that, hasn't been successful in Minnesota. It hasn't been successful here. So we'll see how it goes. But in my opinion, they're not going to do that great if they can't let go of this triangle offense. They added Noah, Courtney Lee, Brandon Jennings, Derrick Rose, of course, Willie Hernangomez, Mindagus Kuzminskas, and Ron Baker and Justin Holiday. So a lot of additions. Of course, they lost Aaron Aflalo, Langston Galloway, Derek Williams, Robin Lopez, and Jaren Grant. I honestly think their biggest loss out of all these guys was Aflalo. He's a great glue guy, a great defender, a great scorer. He can do a lot of things for you, and the great thing about him is he doesn't really take away from your offense or your defense. Not that Courtney Lee wasn't good, a good pickup, just that Aflalo is really good at fitting in wherever he goes. The big question here is can Derrick Rose stay healthy, and can he be the Derrick Rose that dishes instead of just focusing on scoring? Because he's got a few good scorers, but which Derrick Rose is really going to show up? The guy that wants to dictate the game, or the guy that's going to get everybody involved? Of course, they're going to need to work on their defense all year. But if they can get their defense going, if they can forget about this triangle and run to the player's strengths, the Knicks can be decent. And if they can't be decent, then we're gonna look and say, hey, is this really Carmelo here? Is Carmelo the issue? Because when Stoudemire came in, he was first in New York, and then Carmelo followed. They couldn't mesh. They just didn't work out. Stoudemire's points dropped off significantly. I honestly think Carmelo, not that he's not a good player, just that he hasn't learned how to play with others that great. I don't care about Team USA. That's a whole different story. When you get here, he's not really playing that great with everybody else. He's kind of like Al Jefferson. It's a black hole. Once the ball's in his hands, it doesn't usually come back out to anybody. And I think he honestly may be the source of the issues here. But we'll see. If they can't address the other issues, it's just going to be a what if. Do they have any rookies of the year? Honestly, Ron Baker, I've seen him play. He's been pretty good. Whether he actually gets minutes or not is a different story. But if they can give him some minutes, I can see him being pretty successful. So we'll see how it goes here. I do like Ron Baker, though. And I also like Mindagus Kuzminskas. He's long. He sits at 6'9". He could slash, but we'll see how he adjusts. I expect Porzingis to make a leap or I'm hoping so. Hopefully Derrick Rose doesn't take away from it. If they can fix all these issues that they have, they'll be a 7th or 8th seed, bearing any injuries, of course. But their defense will have to improve. If not, this team is just going to be a team that had the talent but couldn't go anywhere. So 7th or 8th seed, if they can get their act together. And good luck to Jeff Hornacek. He's going to have to implement things that he doesn't want. We'll see what kind of liberties Phil Jackson gives him.